If politics wasn't already contaminating the gospel, the Trump administration's new ruling from the Internal Revenue Service allowing pastors to endorse political candidates from the pulpit drags the gospel further down into the morass of partisan politics. Section 501c3 of the U.S. Tax Code provides tax-exempt status to charitable organizations, including churches, and tax-deductible contributions to donors to those organizations. However, the tax code provision specifically prohibits churches from engaging in political activity. As a result, in the 2020 presidential election, only 1% of pastors endorsed a political candidate directly from the pulpit, whereas about 1/3 endorsed a candidate outside the confines of the church. Now it's anything goes. Additionally, the ruling by the IRS directly contradicts the law itself. When the angel announced the birth of Jesus to the shepherds, he declared it was good news for all people. That includes Jews and Gentiles, men and women, and yes, Democrats and Republicans. Congregations should be welcoming places for all people. When politics becomes the subject of sermons, 1/2 of the U.S. population is excluded. The role of pastors is to assist congregants to draw closer to God, to build community, and to instruct them on how to walk like Jesus, not to engage in politicking. When I was a congregational leader, I never talked about politics except to encourage people to vote. Prior to that, when I worked in Congress, I led a Bible study in which staff members of both parties attended. The only rule was that politics was left at the door. If politicians can leave politics at the door to study the Bible, then pastors can and should do the same. Politicians and religious leaders should follow the lead of former President John Kennedy, who responded to criticism that the Catholic Church would control the White House if he was elected by saying, "Let me stress again that these are my views, for contrary to common newspaper usage, I am not the Catholic candidate for president, I am the Democratic Party's candidate for president who happens to be Catholic. I do not speak for my church on public matters, and the church does not speak for me." That's the way it should be. To learn more about politics and the gospel, please consider my new book on Amazon, How Politics Has Distorted the Gospel.